When I suffered from mild gout, all that has changed. After I have tried this liver detox, my gout condition has improved. And then later I became a believer. I used to use it to my clients. One after another, I get given very good testimony. When one has to do liver detox, they have to complete the overall cleanse. A healthy person needs 3 to 6 cleanses to completely purge out the stones. And after which, once a year, they will do a servicing cleanse. I did 3 cleanses to complete the overall cleanse, and I have been doing an annual servicing cleanse at least 4 times a year. Liver detox program is indeed an alternative treatment where we use natural fruit and minerals and juices to purge out toxins from the liver. Liver detox is for everyone. As long as the person can walk to the bathroom, they can do detox. However, pregnant women having their period, breastfeeding women, clients who are having kidney dialysis or organ recipients cannot do detox. I have a client who is in his mid-50s. He suffered from liver cirrhosis, liver cysts, gallstones, and pancreas. And he has faithfully doing the detox monthly. And after the 10th detox, all these symptoms of disease have disappeared. And he has experienced great improvement. He need not take any medication or any supplements. The results speaks for itself. You will not know the benefits until you experience it from home. I encourage you to try this 18-hour liver detox program. You will be amazed with the results. I'm Mark, the liver detox specialist, and I deliver.
This video was done about 4 years ago by my friend at Business Network International. Now I shall begin my lecture. This lecture is only about 30 minutes, and then we will be open for question and answer. Just a background about myself. In 1978, as a young boy, I attended a 14-day health seminar. And during that time, seminars were very long. So after the seminar, I became a health conscious person. Started to eat brown rice, plant-based diet, wholemeal bread, and so on. Then I attended several courses to qualify myself to teach about lifestyle changes. And I'm also a certified natural remedy practitioner, a smoking cessational expert, and I have a master's degree in public health. So I have been speaking to many tertiary institutions, secondary schools, community clubs, organic shops, and many other overseas corporations. And this is my diploma on a master's degree in public health, and I major in health promotion and education. I especially like to empower people on how to live healthy lives. And this is my research thesis on using liver detox to lower cholesterol for adults in Singapore. So I have 50 people, put them on blood tests before they do the liver detox, 2 liver detox. And after 5 weeks, measure the blood to see whether there's any difference. Many people go for Koh Samui to detox their body. It can range from 8, 9, 10, or 11 days. Or they can use Dr. Lai Chunan's 7-day liver detox program, or Dr. Schwartz's 5-day liver detox. And mine is even shorter and just as effective is the 18-hour liver detox program using oil, juice, magnesium, electrolytes, probiotics. The DIY liver detox program was invented by Dr. Lai Chunan in the early 80s. Her background was she was a cancer researcher in the Texas University, but she was very discouraged with conventional treatment. So she went back to China to research on natural remedies. She found out that cancer is never the first illness. Usually there's a lot of problems leading to cancer. And in her research, people with cancer usually have stones. And she said, we all have gallstones, whether it is big or small, many of you. Our liver acts as a filter. Whatever we eat, the medicine that we take, the air that we breathe, goes to the bloodstream. And this bloodstream will carry all the nutrients together with all the toxic chemicals to have the liver for filtration, to go through the liver for filtration. And when the liver encounters toxins, it will secrete fat and wrap all these toxins with fat. And the rest of the nutrients are either stored and distributed or eliminated if they are excess. I started liver detox because I got gout. My father had gout, so my gout is actually hereditary. And my classmate who was taking the same course as me, he said, you try this liver detox program. If it doesn't work, you don't have to pay. And to my surprise, after I did only once, my gout pain disappeared. And we are able to reverse fatty liver. Okay, some people have fatty liver because they are overweight or they are obese. Some people are alcohol drinkers, they have fatty liver. And the next stage of fatty liver will be cirrhosis, and this is irreversible when it is completely hardened. So it would be good to do a liver detox to prevent fatty liver, lower cholesterol. It can also cure chronic diseases, which in the eyes of conventional treatment, there is no cure. Okay, when you see doctors for eczema, doctors will prescribe steroids to suppress the immune system. And too much toxins, people will develop cancer. Okay. A lot of people, 1 in 3 person will have cancer, 1 in 3 person will have heart disease or stroke due to high cholesterol. I started this as a part-time ministry in 2010 because it did a lot of good for me. I started to introduce to my clients, my friends. So this lady gave me a wonderful testimony. She said she got borderline high cholesterol. She was trying to control her diet and take red yeast rice supplements, not successful. And doctor kept warning her, she must take statins. So 1 week after the second cleansing, she went for the blood test in polyclinic, and she was happy to report that her LDL, which is bad cholesterol, dropped from 3.4 to 4 to 2.41, which is below the optimal range of 2.6. So she said she's so thankful that I came to see her and introduce to her the liver detox program. She was skeptical at first, but she's convinced that it works because the blood test is a proof of that. Now, because of this blood test result and the testimony, I decided to use my research thesis on using liver detox to lower cholesterol. And this is what she passed out the first time. The stones are huge. Look at the stones. She put the coin there to compare the size, and they are big. And this is one of my experimental group subjects, one of the 50. All must be above 40 years old. As you can see, she's 47. She got high cholesterol, should not be more than 200. She has 243. and her LDL was actually high. It should not be more than 130 mg. Hers is 151. So you can see after 2 weeks, after 2 detox program, 5 weeks later, her cholesterol dropped significantly, more than 70 points. And you can see 151 dropped to 109. Okay, more than 40 points. And this gentleman is 45-year-old. He's an Indonesian. He likes to eat deep fried food, sweet drinks. That's why he got high triglycerides. Triglycerides cannot be more than 150 mg. His is almost 300. So after 2 detox program, look at the result. It dropped from 296 to 103. Almost 200% drop. Isn't that incredible? So this is another testimony about this guy who doesn't have any health problems. And then he sleep early also, exercise regularly, very careful with his diet. So he did detox just to prevent lifestyle diseases. And what was the result? He said he believed that this detox cleanse is God sent. He said, I didn't think I would have any stones in my liver to begin with. And to his surprise, he did have. So he wanted to let people know the value of this detox program. This is a flyer that I've been using for my corporate talks. When I was doing my thesis, when I was writing my thesis, this is my main textbook. The Liver and Gallbladder Miracle Cleanse, written by Andres Moraes. Andres Moraes is a naturopath as well as a natural doctor. So he is known as a liver and gallbladder detox guru. And he wrote this very famous classic statement. He said, gallstones which are clogging the liver is a major cause of disease. You know, liver has 500 functions, 3 main functions. It helps to store vitamins and minerals. Okay, it makes good blood also. Second, it produces bile to digest fat. Third, it helps to detox the body. So if the liver is congested, it's not able to perform. Okay, these 3 major functions. So it says here, nearly all skin diseases such as eczema, acne, and psoriasis have one factor in common: gallstones in the liver. Almost every person with a skin disease also have intestinal problems and impure blood in particular. These are mainly caused by gallstones and the harmful effects they have on the body as a whole. So gallstones contribute to numerous problems throughout the body, particularly in the digestive, circulatory, and urinary system. In its attempt to eliminate what the colon, kidneys, lungs, liver, and lymphatic system are unable to remove or detoxify, the skin becomes flooded and overburdened with acidic waste. Although the skin is the largest organ of elimination in the body, it eventually succumbs to the acid assault. Toxic material is deposited first in the connective tissue under the dermis. When this waste depot becomes saturated, the skin begins to malfunction. Okay, look at the liver. The liver actually has been assaulted by all sorts of bad lifestyle practices: alcohol, excessive workload, smoking, medication, infection, stress, processed food, environmental toxins, poor soil nutrition, allergies, poor nutrition, and coffee and energy drinks. All these assault the liver. So the liver is like the mother of the house. Keep working without complaining. So at last, the liver becomes so congested, and then it gave up. By the time it gave up, it would be a bit too late. You can see the liver is in charge of detoxification mainly. It will pass out water-soluble toxins. By drinking water, it will pass out excess nutrients that are water-based. Okay? Whereas fat-soluble toxins like metabolic end products, microorganism, contaminants, pollutants, insecticides, pesticides, food additives, drugs, and alcohol, all this stays in the liver for the rest of your life. Now, the liver over the years will be congested. Excess stones will go into the gallbladder. And some people will experience calcification of these stones and causes the gallbladder to be inflamed. And when it is inflamed, when you eat fatty food, it cannot secrete bile. So it starts to become infected. And the doctor will just remove it for you. So excess stones in the liver will cause excess stones here. Excess stone in the liver will cause excess stones to be trapped at the pancreas. When it gets trapped at the pancreas, it will develop type 2 diabetes. So when you do detox, you're actually clearing the liver, gallbladder, and the pancreas. Reverse high cholesterol, fatty liver, save your gallbladder, and reverse type 2 diabetes. Isn't that nice? And these are all my clients' pictures that I'm going to show you. So this is a client who's in his 60s. So from the time when he was born until he's 60 years old, he has developed so many stones. And I asked them to collect the stones so that I can interpret the stones. And through this interpretation, we can predict future disease. We can even diagnose present disease. As you can see, these are my healthier stones. They are smaller and fewer. Yellow means high cholesterol. If it's so many, it means it's congested. If you see worms or parasites, this person has eczema. If you see red stones, the person has been taking a lot of medication. And if you see purple stones, that means the person has been having hepatitis B carrier. And if you see black stones, what does it mean? Calcified stones. And these are hard. The rest of all these stones are soft. They are all fat-based. But once these stones get into the gallbladder, they become calcified. And this one look like gout or goji berry. But it's not. It's due to taking too many years of medication. And you can see one of my clients, she cut the stone into two and see what is inside. There are actually hard stones there. So this is heavy metals if it's dark green. This is another cancer client. This is also a client who has cancer. And this is trans fat. Okay, whitish green. Okay, whitish green, trans fat. Likes to eat a lot of processed food and junk food. Heavy metals, too much seafood, processed food, chemicals. This is too much meat, fats. Last year, one of my clients passed me this picture for me to analyze. I saw, wow, look at the worms here. Do you see the worms? By the time it passed out, it's dead. So I'm happy that my program not only cleared the liver of stones, gallbladder, pancreas. It can kill worms. It can also reduce residue feces that is stuck in the intestines, which can cause colon cancer. So the liver is like this. Liver, gallbladder, and the pancreas, they share a common bile duct. So when you do detox, the stones come out through the common bile duct and get rid of it through the intestines. It will not go to the stomach. Normally, when you do detox, stones will not come out. Most of the detox program in the market is about colon detox, intestinal detox. Okay, some of them do cellular detox, but this is organ detox, which is the most comprehensive form of cleanse. Okay, most thorough. Doing detox is just like the principle of servicing your car. You never drive a car until the car stops. You actually do regular servicing. You take out the old oil, then you pour in new oil. You never pour in new oil until the old oil is taken out. But for us, many of us are taking medication, supplements, or even good food without thinking of detoxification. So all these good nutrients are not be able to absorb because of toxins. As you can see, this is a last stage of the liver cirrhosis. The doctor removed it because it's already totally failed. And it was cut into two to let you see what is inside this damaged liver, hardened liver. There are actually a lot of stones inside. So prevention is better than cure. Do not wait until the liver is at its last stage before you do anything. And this is a lab report. Sample 1, the origin is what? From the biliary ducts, which is from the liver. And they are stones, right? Gallstones. Sample 2, they are also gallstones. What was the result of this lab test? Lab test shows that the composition of these gallstones, they are predominantly cholesterol. Another one, predominantly cholesterol. So the most measurable result when a person does liver detox is the drop of cholesterol. And then you will also get something that you did not expect. You will lose weight, your skin will become better, you have more energy, your back pain, joint pain all disappear. And then you will have more hair. Your hair will not drop. Why that? Why your hair will not drop? This is very important. You notice that people who go for chemotherapy, their hair drop. Why? Because of toxins. Throughout the years, if we accumulate too much toxins, our hair also will drop, but in a slower manner. So if you want to have good hair, do detox. A body with good skin, good hair, good muscles, good internal organs, feeling young and having anti-aging inside is actually the clearing of toxins. And toxins is being in gallstones because the liver secrete fat and wrap all these toxins with fat. And over the years, when the liver become congested, excess toxins will have to be outsourced to different parts of the body. And unfortunately, a lot of people do not know. When these toxins outsource into the colon, you have colon cancer. And toxins like to reside in fat. That's why women with breast, they will have breast cancer, or breast lumps, or cysts. And women also will develop ovarian cysts, or endometriosis. Then they will experience painful menstruation. So all sorts of body disruption has to do with congestion. Actually, the major illness that we all have is actually congestion. Heart disease, stroke, cancer, constipation, all has to do with a lack of circulation. And lack of circulation has to do with stones, bad blood, toxins, chemicals. So how do you know your liver is due for detox? If you have digestive disorder, every time you feel bloated, okay, a lot of gas, you have diarrhea, then you have constipation, hernia, and this is very serious. And then you have, ladies will have premenstrual cramps, then they have postmenopausal disorders, osteoporosis, hormonal imbalance. Most of the women above 40 will have this challenge. The bones are not good. They become porous. You can see this is one of my church members. She has very painful menstrual cramps. So when she did the liver detox, you can see she collected 4 times. Each time she collected all these stones. She felt so good. She lost weight, and her pain, she told me, is reduced by 90%. You can see the stones are floating. It's all fat-based. Some people have migraine, brain disorder, Alzheimer's disease, nausea, dizziness, fainting spells. All this has to do with like chronic fatigue, problems with vision. So you can see frozen shoulder, stiff neck, back pain, okay, joint and muscle pain, gums, ulcers, tonsillitis. All this has to do with liver is congested. So when people have allergies, means their liver is congested also. See, joint diseases, knee problem, and gout. Back to this young man who wrote me a testimony. This is his collection after doing 3rd time. Still got so many stones. Now, doing 1 time is not enough. Each time you do is 18 hours. So 1 week later, you do a second one. If you cannot afford 1 week later, you do 2 weeks later or up to 4 weeks. Do not wait too long, because the longer you wait, the stones will become hardened. So he collected 3 times. Then I asked him to do another one. So he waited about 2 weeks to do another one. And this is what he passed up at the 4th detox, first collection. He thought no more already until he collected the 2nd time. Each time you do 18 hours, you collect 4 times. So 2nd collection, he got a shock. Wow, all the hard stones came out. And he felt so good after that, This is his 3rd collection. You see a lot of cholesterol stones. So at the 5th detox, he has completed the overhaul cleanse. You can see, how do you know? Very few stones left. Okay. So he was so happy that his liver is totally overhauled. And then 1 year later, he did a servicing cleanse. Servicing cleanse means just do once a year. So overhaul can be 3 to 6 cleanses for a healthy person. For a person who already got diseases, like high cholesterol, fatty liver, they have to do at least 6 times to 10 times. People with cancer, they have to do 10 to 15 times. So the more you do, the better you feel. And the shorter the interval, the better the result. And 2nd year, he did a 2nd servicing cleanse. 3rd year, he did a 3rd year servicing cleanse. So he's the most ardent client for liver detox. So in summary, when the liver is congested, your body has a lot of problems, cannot detox. Then the body starts to oxidize. Then you develop free radicals, which are all cancer elements floating in the blood. And then you will develop health problems. The health problems are divided into 5 areas: joint muscular, cardiovascular, gastrointestinal, chronic fatigue, as well as infection. So as we grow older, we will have all these diseases. Then you take medication, you see a doctor, doctor will provide drugs, and then your liver become more congested because medication is very harmful to the liver. So these are the sample of my clients. When they do detox, they will send to me for analysis. And my analysis is quite accurate, 80 to 90%. So this gentleman sent his friend's picture. Then I said, is he a smoker? He said, previously, yes. I said, these are smoker stones. Dr. Koh is an obstetrician and gynecologist. He retired from medical practice. He's also a former MP of Telok Blangah. I got to know him through Business Network International. And then when I showed him my detox program, he was so happy because he retired from medical practice and went into human stem cells. He will bring his clients to India because Singapore, they have not approved stem cells yet. But before he bring them to India, he will detox them first in Singapore. So he will use my program. But before he got to know me, he used the China program called the Dr. Norman's Detox Herbs. And that is actually 10 times more expensive than mine. But Dr. Norman cannot analyze stones. I can analyze. He asked me where these toxins come from. I said they are from the liver. He has high cholesterol. And Dr. Koh said, correct. Now, this is a very powerful testimony. This is a PhD doctor who is a regional director for the energy wave wristband. He said, hi, I'm Darren. I was introduced to the Thai detox program in Koh Samui in 2019, where I had to undergo a 11-day stay-in course of olive oil, fruit juice, and enzyme drinks without any solid food. Of course, it was effective, but very tough because it needed a lot of time and determination, endurance, and deep pockets. $3,000 per course. In total, I went for 4 courses before I stopped. Can you imagine he was keep doing it because he got health problems? Each time 3,000. Went 4 times, means what? 12,000 he spent. Then I was introduced to Mark Chan Detox program. Obviously, it is so much easier and cheaper, so I tried. I've gone through 6 courses so far, and I must say that it's so simple, easy to manage, affordable, and effective. I would strongly recommend this program as it has been running for the past 10 years. So why detox? Logical, man. Instead of doing coffee enema, you just take from your mouth and pass out through your anus. Safe and natural. No medication. No side effects. Holistic, because you get at the root of the problem. And then it's cheap and economical. It's like resetting your computer hard disk. It's cleaning the liver thoroughly. Creating an environment where the body heals by itself. Enabling nutrients and supplements to absorb better. So these are very important reasons why, even when you are healthy, you should do detox. What more when you are sick? If you want to live healthy life, you do not just deal with the symptom. Seeing a doctor is like treating the symptom without curing the disease. Chinese, we say, 治标不治本. So that's what I've been doing before the COVID-19 circuit breaker measures. Giving health talks to companies. I have been doing individual consultation for chronic cases. I've been doing home presentations for a minimum of 5. So this is my program. Let me summarize how it's going to be done. This is a 18-hour program. 18 hours starts from day 1, 6 p.m. to day 2, 12 noon. During these 18 hours, no medication, no food, and no supplements. Okay, so you fast for dinner, you fast for breakfast. From 7 to 9, you have a fruit diet, or you have porridge, oats porridge, bananas, and a lot of fiber. Lunch, you can have salad, misua, porridge, oats, fruits. Okay, must be a vegan on day 1 and day 2. Then 6 p.m. when you fast, you just drink fruit juice. 8 p.m., 7:30, no more drinking. Okay, and then 7:30, no more drinking. 8 o'clock, you start to take my program. Okay, capsule. Inside got 8. You open up 4 capsules. The powder pour inside the shaker. And then you mix with grapefruit juice. Okay. Then 10 o'clock, 150 ml of organic olive oil together with grapefruit juice, 150. Then you shake it and you drink. Then you lie on your right side for 20 minutes, don't move. Then you empty your bladder and go and sleep. So if you have to go toilet to pass motion, just pass, but don't collect anything. Day 2, 6 a.m., you take 2 capsules from here. Okay, with warm water, you drink. 8 a.m., last 2 capsules. Warm water and you drink. And 10 o'clock, you take the electrolytes. Okay, these electrolytes. 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock is your lunch and dinner, which is light meals, no meat, no deep fry, no dairy. But you must drink water frequently, every hour. Okay, so you collect from 6 a.m., collect until 12 noon, collect 4 times. And 1 hour before you sleep, okay, you take 1 sachet of probiotics. And day 3 is not considered a detox day. Don't say this is a 3-day program. This is actually 18 hours. Day 1, you can go to work, but be home by 7:30. And then day 2, you can go out after 3 p.m. because after 2 o'clock, no more motion already. So day 3, before breakfast, 1 sachet, before you sleep, 1 sachet. And this is the 18-hour program, okay? This is an 18-hour program. And then 1 week later or 2 weeks later, you do a second. And each time you do, more and more stones will come up. So more people have been asking, why we have to do 3 times? I say that because the liver has a lot of stones. First time you do, only new stones will come out. Old stones haven't come up yet. So that's why, since we have to do so many times, I have already packaged this into a tri-value pack. That means we reduce the basket, reduce the oil, reduce the shaker. But this one can do 3 times. Okay, but the price is cheaper. So 1 detox kit is actually 120. 3 detox program is 310. So this is 310. This is 120. Okay. But if you buy 2 boxes of this, it will be 600, which you can do 6 times. So this is a simple detox program. Is there any question? I have completed my lecture. You can type up your question, or you can unmute yourself and ask. Yes, Mr. John Tay, you have a question? I can't hear you. Maybe you can speak up. Maybe you mute your sound, that's why I cannot hear.
Mark, can I ask you a question?
Yes, yes.
Oh, this Ching here.
Yeah.
Ching. Hi. So you said you have to do 3 times, and that is considered 3 sets, right?
Yeah.
So if you buy the 6 sets, it's actually for the next detox, you can do it much later lah.
Usually, I encourage people to buy 3 first. Don't buy so many. But if you buy 6, it's actually for your family, for your spouse or for your children. because I'm afraid that you buy and then you procrastinate. There are some people who buy a lot, but then they don't do. So buy a 3-pack first, okay? But if you intend to use for husband and wife, buy 2 then. 2
Buy
is
2.
2 of the tri-pack. That means can do 6 times.
No, this 3 sets is actually considered a tri set, right? The one that you just show on your photo. That is for basically one program lah.
No, this 3 sets is
Tri value pack. That's what you
to
call.
do 3 times.
To do 3 times over 3
18
meetings
hours,
or what?
One time. Okay, you use 1 juice. Next week you do a second one. And the following week you do a third one. Okay.
Okay. So the results so far, is there any of your patients who have taken this have no positive outcome?
There are some people who have very chronic constipation. They don't have very good results. So I always tell people, when you're constipated, don't do detox first. Clear your constipation by eating apples, by drinking lemon water. And if that doesn't help, then I will recommend some supplements to clear the intestines first.
Okay.
Okay, there's a question by John. If someone already has colon cancer taken out, now spread to the lungs, can she do this liver detox? She's doing chemo. Okay, very good question, because I have a few clients, they have cancer. Very important to do liver detox, you must have 2 things available. Number 1, your stomach is still good. Okay, you can still eat. Number 2, you can still pass motion. So as long as the person, whether he has what stage of cancer, as long as the stomach can take the food, as long as can pass motion, can do detox. And if she's doing chemotherapy, during the break, you can do detox, or before she does the chemotherapy. So in other words, let's say, for example, she has already done chemotherapy last week. Last week, she done chemotherapy, she must rest for 2 weeks, then she can do detox. But before she do get chemotherapy, she can do detox anytime. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So usually people do detox during the break of chemo. And many people do detox after the chemo, because the chemo drug is very, very toxic. Chemo drug is actually knocking out your immune system. So when you do liver detox, it's very helpful. But like I say, this is a natural remedy. Natural remedy is like an alternative treatment. It's not recognized in Singapore. So we cannot claim that it can cure cancer. But we have many testimonies that when they do detox, cancer never come back. Because the basis of liver detox is creating an environment where the body heals by itself. And liver detox really help a person to increase the immune system to fight the cancer. So John, if you cannot unmute yourself to share, you can type it out. I hope you understand my explanation. Okay, any other question? No, I encourage you all to do detox. Why? Because I'm having a promotion now. If you buy 1 detox program, you will be given a free quantum resonance magnetic analyzer. That means I'm able to analyze your body from head to toe to find out what's wrong with you. Okay, and this one can predict future disease by highlighting some challenges that is not flare into disease yet. And this is very powerful. Just 1.5 minutes of scanning, 1.5 minutes of generating the report, and then 5 minutes to interpret the result. Okay, so so far I've scanned more than 20 people already. I just started during the break, during the phase 2. Okay, so another thing, I will give you the Natural Remedy Encyclopedia as well as the Ministry of Healing book. These are e-books. And I will give you 3 sachets of Alaskan blueberry as a gift. Okay. And there's a question again I'd like to answer. Can detox be done in conjunction with a medication? Yes. Because this is an 18-hour program. Day 1, she can take medication before 6 p.m. She can take medication after 12 noon the next day. So in between these 18 hours, no medication. Okay. So I hope I answered your question. You can still take medication. Just take before 6 p.m. on day 1. Take after 12 noon on day 2. Cheng, you have another question?
I'm interested, but I only want to start in August.
Why?
In July, I have a lot of eating spree.
Yeah.
It's happened to be my birthday month, so it's like I want to enjoy myself. Okay.
Okay. Someone asked how to order. Let me.
Yeah, how to order? Can we? I mean, I'm interested, but I just only want to start in August.
97438362.
974. Sorry, is that your number?
Yeah.
One more time.
Do you see on my background on the number there
No.
on my screen?
Oh, on your screen. Wait, let me. Oh, okay. I see.
Okay, I tell you,
Mm.
this program is actually formulated for city people like you and me. Don't tell me you have eating spree every day for month of July. Cannot be. You know why? It's impossible. Let's say, for example, you just need 1 day downtime. Some people have to go to work, right? So Friday, they start day 1. They just have to be home by 7:30 p.m. At 8 o'clock, they start. And then Saturday, they just stay home to flush out their stones. And then if they have to go out, they go out after 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. So even if you are eating spree, it doesn't affect you. Just need day 2. In fact, there is no downtime. Day 1, you can go out, just be home. And day 2, just be home until 3 p.m. That's it. You see, human nature is like this. The more you delay, the desire to detox will diminish. I have met with so many people. The problem is procrastination. Right?
But we have procrastinated for so many years already. I mean, this is our first time, my first time listening to your program.
Anyway, I'm just doing my part to encourage. Okay, it's your decision, it's your health, you decide. For me, priority, when I heard about it, I straight away want to do. Why? Because I'm very eager. Can you imagine when you hear this good news? Why would you want to wait? You know? Because I believe in God's providence, which is a calling. When you hear it, implement it. Put it as a top priority. There's no such thing as no time on. Right? It's a matter of priority. Put this as your top priority. Anyway, you can do every week. You can do once in a fortnight or once a month. Okay? That's my encouragement to you. When will be the next session like this? I'd like to invite my friends to listen. I have it every Sunday. And then you can also watch my recorded Zoom, because Some people want to, they may think that I speak too fast, so they can rewind or they can fast forward. So I will put this up in the YouTube. Okay, I have a YouTube channel. Okay, you go into Mark Chan Liver Detox, you can see a lot of recorded YouTube. I spoke on a few subjects. You can select the subjects you'd like to join.
Can I listen a bit more on your YouTube on my own first before I come back to you, Mark?
Sure, why not?
And would you still give the I mean the scan scan report that is quite good? That's
yeah, this promotion is only for 2 weeks.
promotion for 2 weeks.
Yeah. If you want to do in August, you can purchase first month. The expiry date is quite long, you know. There's a saying, out of sight, out of mind, you know. So it's better to make a decision, do detox, and capitalize on the promotion. I want to encourage more people. Do you know that before phase 1, a lot of people are staying home to do detox. So
yeah.
phase 1 also, a lot of people are still doing. Now it's tapering down because it's phase 2 already. That's why I give promotion. That time no promotion, you know, people just buy. Okay. Now I want to encourage people to do detox because a lot of people are now looking at themselves. You can see now on the streets, a lot of people are exercising. A lot of people are eating healthily. They are doing indoor exercise. More and more people are getting more and more health conscious. Then they realize that, wow, all the aches and pains start coming, you know, when they are not active. So for me, I am totally different. During this circuit breaker time, I lost 2 kg, you know. I am 171 cm in height, and I'm 66 kg. Okay, no fatty liver, no health problems, because my body is the only thing I have. You know, it's the most valuable. Money can earn later, food can eat later also. Detox first, then your body can absorb all the nutrients. In fact, I help a lot of people save money when they take supplements. A lot of people take supplements, the nutrients cannot absorb. Then poor nutrients all have to be passed out. The liver is actually congested, trying to get rid of excess nutrients. So I work well with people who sell New Skin, Usana, Kayani. Why? They realize that if they sell that to their clients, if the liver is congested, there's no effect. Especially people with cancer, you hear people suggest, hey, you should take this, you should take that. You never hear of people, or rarely hear of people with cancer, they take supplement and they get cured. Never. Why? Because cancer, the immune system already gone. The liver is already congested. Nothing you eat will help until you do detox. Any other question?
So you would deliver all these things once we signed up, is it? And then you would do the scanning when you come to the house, is it? Or how does this work?
When I deliver the detox kit to you, I will scan you. It's only a 2-minute scan, 2-minute reading, and 5-minute, 2-minute churning of the report, and 5 minutes of the interpretation of your result. Because the report is so comprehensive, we will not go through one by one because it covers 37 areas, 600 points of your body. We will only highlight your problem areas. Okay. Then I will just advise you what to do with your problem areas. Somebody wants to know the price again. That is the price. One detox kit is 120. You buy 3 is 310. You buy 6, which is 2 boxes of this. is 600. My detox kit used to be sold in the organic shops at 148. If you buy a lot, they never reduce the price. They still sell you the same. You know, actually, I'm doing this as a ministry. For 10 years, and the price is still the same. Okay. I'm doing this for 10 years already.
Mm.
A lot of people are getting detox because they have cancer or their family member have cancer. So I advise those people who are still healthy. That's the best time to do detox because prevention is better than cure. You know? Okay.
Okay.
No question. I thank you very much. You got my number. Just WhatsApp to me. You can either ask for when I can deliver, when I can scan. It depends where you stay lah. I know I make a delivery either on tomorrow or Tuesday. I usually do it tomorrow afternoon. And then I can also forward to you the YouTube link because after this, this will be uploaded to the YouTube. Okay.
Mm.
Thank you very much. No more
Thanks.
questions.
Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
So you upload this on the YouTube. We'll just search for you, and we can go through today's presentation again.
Yeah. Either you do that or you send me a WhatsApp. I can forward.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. The rest of you, any question you can ask before I close the Zoom sharing. The rest are quiet. I suppose you have no question. Okay. If you have any question, just private message me and I'll answer you. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Okay. Good night. I'll leave in the